So toe thumbs, they're pretty.
Yeah. Ooh.
Oh, hello? The heck? Is anyone here?
Yeah,
Hello?
we
Okay.
can hear you.
Thanks for.
Derailing that.
Jeez.
Uh, my whole thing's been cutting in and out. I've only heard half of this. I don't even know what the question is.
That doesn't sound like good advice.
I can hear you now, but I totally lost all of you guys. Oh, the way the waves never quit coming. You just got to keep on going. Just keep swimming. I mean, that just kind of the motto of the Kuatoa is just keep swimming. The waves just keep coming. Yeah, probably human ignorance and persecution and unacceptance. No, no, I mean that's the Kuatoa were telling me about it, and that's like when the things get hard, the Kuatoa are just like the waves keep coming, just keep swimming. Yeah, it's just I mean they have original thoughts, like they have wants and needs and desires and ambitions. They're just sometimes they don't match what Blue Do Pull Up wants, and they're very submissive people. So you know, you uh, I didn't really strong arm them. They kind of strong armed me into this godly state. Like, if we really want to go back and look at history, I'm pretty sure I'm the one who's held down and strapped to a chair and forced to jack off in public and then don the armor. Do you really not remember me being strapped to a chair? Hold on to her. I mean, you
Sure. I actually spent a bit of, I guess, extensive time out at sea with some pirates in my younger days. Um, I actually, some I'd say the most valuable, literally, things I was taught were around investing and insurance. Yeah, we had a multitude of pirate codes that we had to follow. There were things such as any man who lost the right arm could receive 600 pieces of eight, uh, or if a peg leg, if you could get that to take care of if you lost a limb of your leg, that was equivalent to 500 pieces of eight. And as you kind of went up the ranks, you got even more compensation for taking care of the crew. There was a lot. You could actually like there was pools of money to put in as the plunder was gathered to for investing into your future, essentially what you may call bonds or stocks today. It was quite interesting, a very rudimentary and yet really involved and technical system to keep us all um, happy to keep pillaging and plundering. I mean, not before I hung out with this crew. Oh no, no, you would hear that. My good buddy um, Tom, he lost a leg. Hmm. At certain points in the relationship, sure, but if you're asking today, no. Oh yeah, very typical. Actually, ours was we were, pirates have been around for ages, and we actually, we were kind of the group that I was with, the crew, part of the ship, part of the crew there. We took and the leadership of the crew picked and chose some of the best of what they figured would work for us out of many pirate leaders before them. So yeah, it was about 4 or 5 different pirate leaders that built up what we used. To be honest, I had forgotten myself. I'm getting old in my age.
Yeah. I think one that really stuck with me the most was pretty soon after I got sort of exiled from my kingdom. Came up topside, and there was a shipwreck on a pretty deserted island. And then a ship of, I guess you could call them pirates, but they're pretty good guys. They went on and they were helping that boat that crashed. Getting them help and trying to fix their boat for them. And they looked pretty piratey. They looked pretty rough, but they were happy to help these people. And so I was just talking to the captain, and he said, "The cure for anything is salt water, sweat, tears, or the sea." And that's something that really stuck with me, I guess, because even the dirtiest of pirates, they can people out on the sea. There's a certain connection they have with others, and they're willing to help. Right. Yeah. Yeah. It's not an easy place to be to begin with, and you can kind of utilize that kind of mindset in everyday life and some of the hardships everyone goes through. Yeah, I mean, it kind of just depends on the boat, I guess. I've got another saying from a little rowdier of a boat. If you want to hear that one as well, I'm on a boat, motherfucker. Take a look at me, straight floating on a boat on the deep blue sea, busting 5 knots, wind whipping out my coat. You can't stop me, motherfucker, because I'm on a boat. Yeah. Uh, you know, no, no, it was a pretty known captain just staring out to sea. He just said it real casual like, and all the rest of the pirates on deck just kind of nodded in agreement.
Did you did you wear a nautical themed pashmina afghan?
Mm.
No.
Um,
I had to know. I need to know.
I'm a king of the world on a boat like Leo.
It's called the Sea of the Stars. Jeez.
Mm.
Well, being a sailor myself, sailor son, I run around with a chick named Sailor Neptune. Ever heard of her? Well,
No.
we went we went surfing in the galaxy amongst the stars. And she did give me one bit of sage advice: never trust any creature that can scuttle backwards. Um, I just keep them at arm's length while they scuttle backwards. But what if like we are both walking together and then they scuttle at me? I don't know. I can't see their face. I
I
couldn't
mean,
read their senses of their eyes to know that they were getting ready to attack. Yeah, yeah.
just we just had a certain encounter recently of someone scuttling backwards towards us,
It
and it
was
was pretty
terrifying.
terrifying.
You,
Brown
you
eyed
you
girl,
don't know how to come at them.
right? You don't know how to approach that. What do I do? Right.
Exactly. Try it out. Start a fight with someone and then just scuttle at them. Oh gosh, I wish I knew. It was something that pertained and pretended to be an asteroid as we're floating around in the sea of the stars. And we're like, hey,
Oh,
look at this cool asteroid. And all of a sudden, like, comes right at us. We whipped around and saw it had a face on the other side. That's how we knew it scuttled at us. No. Well, now don't make me afraid of everything now. See? Woo!
Most enjoyable scuttling.
Yeah, I had to lock up a couple pirates a while back. You see, the problem was is that they had stolen a wizard's wand, and it was part of a illegal operation going around where you look at people's production, and I mean, people say you wouldn't you wouldn't just copy down someone's patent of a of a wheel. You wouldn't copy down someone's patent of a of a brick oven, and you wouldn't copy down a patent of someone's drawn carriage horse. But in fact, these guys had copied down those patents of the carriage horse and were using the wand to download it into reality. And so we had to get rid of those pirates real quick. Yeah. And so that's why there's an official warning on all the patents that we put out. Um, not to download these. Then why would you use a wizard's wand to download this horse and buggy? Yeah. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Say some stuff.
Shows right. Let's see. I can hear myself, but I do not hear you. Let's start over.
Go back 40 weeks.
All right. Let's start with the thumb toe joke thing.
You're hijacking it. Okay. Now you should be able to hear me. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit better.
Okay, I have
Sometimes
to quit
when
listening to Bose. I'm so confused.
I know,
All
yeah,
right,
you're telling me.
I'm back. I'm back.
Okay, all right. Sometimes it gets really trippy. I can't check it because if I check it and it runs through OBS, it creates like continuation and it loops infinitely. So that's never good. But
Yeah.
I feel like we can still get the gist of all the fun facts. You guys gave excellent answers. But we can move on from here. We'll do the recap. So last time, it's been a minute since we played, but we're on to episode 41 of story mode. A pirate's life for we ? You have a lot of decisions to make because last time, after going to find the Rat's Nest Speakeasy on the Chumbawamba Challenge through Nycanthes, you guys came across a scarecrow on a boat, managed to light him on fire, throw him off, he kind of threw himself off because he was on fire, open up the hold, skewered a pig with a like a pitchfork, like a glorified pitchfork, jumped down, realized, oh crap, the pigs were just cover, people were trying to have a good time down here, kind of spoiled the fun. Ship owner got upset because, you cost him his business or whatever. And in the process of all of that and trying to figure it out, maybe some threats were made on people's lives and things like that nature. And Nick stepped in, said, look, we're sorry. He sort of paid for, made sure everything was okay, and then said, adios. That's too much for me. And then one thing led to another. Kuatoa on the ship. Ship pointed out to open sea. You guys are headed away from Nycanthes. Sailor Sun, or Soul, you have been napping pretty much for this entire thing, so you have just awoken on this ship that
Oh,
is,
yeah.
with Nicanthes fading in the background. Like it's getting farther away in the night air. It's it's dark, it's foggy, mist rising off of the ocean. But you're headed out to open sea. So it's up to you guys what you do from here on out. You can continue this journey into the ocean. You can turn back and do the Chumbawamba challenge, or you can leave this city behind. It's totally up to you. But maybe decide as a group. I don't know.
I'm gonna wipe away the sleepies from my eyes, and
I'm gonna stream this to you guys as well.
then I'm not gonna talk until it's streaming.
No, you're fine. I just wanted you to be able to see it. All right.
Anyway, I was wiping away the sleepies from my eyes, and I'm gonna look around and kind of like thought we were doing a is this part of the challenge? And oh my god, I killed someone.
Yeah, you may have killed a thief or a thug last time, but
Okay, I'm gonna chalk it up to a bad person. But also, where are we?
The awkward silence from the rest of the crew, and Tug's just standing there stoically turning the wheel in sort of some natural fashion, but not really seeming to know which direction he's going, other than he just wants to be going in a direction away from Nicanthes.
Which is always the right direction. Batten down the hatches and set the 4 sheets to sail, boys. We're heading out to the big blue, Davy. Davy. Davy Jones. Davy Jones is shaking in his boots. Kuatoa are coming to the open seas.
I think you only have 3 sheets.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, there's 4.
The dress rehearsal didn't go well before we opened up.
The 4 sheet just is put up for now.
I'm gonna raise my hands. Hey Tug, how many fingers do I have?
I'm in charge of this vessel and crew. I don't have time to look at your fingers and your weird nub thumbs.
I don't even know how many sails we have. I'm a little worried about this voyage.
It'll be fine.
Do you have any direction of where you're going right now?
That way. That is a direction.
Which way do you point?
How nautical.
Directly in front of me.
Okay. All right. Just needed to know. Yeah.
Just straight.
Hey, Sailor, Sun, Moon, depending on which Pokemon version game you bought. To answer your question, I can't actually. I'm going to ask you a question because I can't remember where you passed out. Was it before we got the Uber ride?
We were fighting people in like a shipyard alley thing, and I killed someone.
Okay, yeah, right after that, because that was all right. We hitched an Uber over to this ship, and some stuff happened, like a fire, and there was a pig and a mean, angry guy. But that's all. It's all good. Basically, if you're playing chess, it's like all that other stuff. We just took Nick and threw it at all that stuff, and it's all gone, and now we're good.
So we blamed it all on Nick and left.
Oh no, Nick just took care of it. He just sacrificed. I mean, he's fine. He's all well, but he's gone.
He's kind of mad. He was in a mood.
Yeah, I don't know what was wrong with him.
We chose to be on a ship.
Yes.
No, we're actually being a little kidnapped right now.
Why are we kidnapped?
Tug just sort of drove away with the boat, so
that's not true at all.
We didn't put it up to a vote or nothing. He just kind of.
Show hands of everyone on the boat who wants to be on the boat and going out to sea. Raise your hand. Everybody.
Everyone's pretty
Naturally, all of the Kuatoa raise their hands. Some of them who were holding ropes, the ropes fall from their hands, and maybe some rigging and stuff comes kind of loose.
Oh shit! Grab the ropes! Grab ropes!
The ones holding the ropes quickly grab the ropes, and those not holding ropes or anywhere near ropes move to grab the ropes.
Well, since we have seems no understanding of where we're going, it sounds like you're okay with being at sea for a while. Could you do a quick detour and drop us back off at dry land, and you all can go, I guess?
No, we're in this together, sailor. It's one for all and all for one, buddy. Ma'am. Moon. Person.
Kuatoa do like a chant after you say that.
If I remember correctly,
I'll pretend they did.
If I remember correctly, certain members of this party may not be all that keen of water.
Oh, that's true. I don't like water that much.
Detective Easter, don't forget you're down here in the captain's
Yes,
quarters.
I was letting the conversation go on upstairs. I'm gonna, I guess, search around in there for anything of interest, especially if there's any tobacco, because it looks like I'm stuck out at sea. So my cigars may not last forever.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Kobe was so distraught he had to remove himself and go sit alone. Contemplate what he was gonna do.
It's a midlife crisis for Easter.
You use your keen sense of smell to find a crate in here where they were shipping tobacco, and you find some nice long bottom leaf.
Perfect. I am going to basically just fill as much into my pockets as I can.
Okay, it's your ship, so it's your property, no problem.
It's
Awesome.
it's my ship. Let's be honest.
Yeah, you don't really know.
Still together.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nick bought the ship. It may be under his name actually, but he kind of gave it to you guys. So the paperwork will get written up, but I don't know. You have no idea whose name is going to be written on the.
We're pirates now. The name on a piece of paper, I could care less about.
That is a little exciting.
I am going to light up a cigar and go down to the underdeck now.
Okay. You make your way down into the.
Yeah, and there should be a dead pig down there, correct?
There is indeed, yes.
And if I believe correctly, vodka had filled over and infused on this dead pig that I had poured over from last time.
It had, yes.
Well, you know what they say, never waste a good vodka ham. So I'm going to prepare a vodka ham for Tyrell and I.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah.
What happened to all for one and all and one for
Yeah,
all?
I killed a pig. Shouldn't I get some of that pig?
Yeah. I'm trying to keep us all safe and sturdy.
Run
I can't
ham.
hear their voices; they're too far away. The vodka ham. I'm glad you got the reference, Christian.
Yeah, I mean, I knew exactly what you're getting at. But yes, you guys did see Detective Easter go down into the hold, but you don't know what he's doing down there. Tug, you're making sure to hold your ground on the wheel here, but you guys are still headed out to open sea. Nicanthes is very shortly going to disappear behind the ship and out of your view. So, take this moment to get your headings, make sure you're keeping track of where you're going, or have some way to keep track of where you're going.
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
Yeah, you have no idea what you're doing. You're some
I'm
weird
gonna-
cave fish. You're
I'm gonna
out of your
steer this
now.
ship.
I'm losing confidence.
I
I'm
had
gonna
zero
steer this
confidence
ship.
as soon as you said
I mean,
full sail.
I'm pretty excited, but it was mostly the emotion. I still want to go, but also, what's the plan?
Well, Tyrell, here's what was running through my head: is I need someone I can trust to hold the wheel, so I can go to the captain's quarters and check maps and look for ways to navigate. But I sure know that I don't know who I can trust I mean, Tyrell,
You-
can I trust you to steer the ship while I go
Wait,
look
how
at maps?
fast? How fast are we moving before we're like completely like? How much time do we have for you to decide your plan before we decide like, yeah, this is a good idea?
The city
Well, we
is
were
out
in.
of your view currently. You have
Okay.
Oh well, we have the wind to our backs. We are at full. We're at full sail. We
I'm
could
gonna look up at the wind and realize it's probably not it's not at our backs. It's coming from a different direction.
I mean
Well, that would be impossible, seeing how we've already moved away from the city.
it's not directly at the back, but it's at an angle. It's a good strong wind.
And can I since I have traveled the seas in my younger years, and it has been a while. I'd like to try to take note of maybe the stars, because that's really the main thing I could use to ensure we're heading in one single direction. So if we do decide we are lost and need to turn, like I can try to make note of roughly of where
Yeah.
we're at.
The benefit of the night sky of Polydaria, like Morning Star, is that it does have two moons. So you know from your time on the sea between Cornea and Slera, it's pretty easy to tell, where you're headed.
Okay.
But that's only coming from your experience.
Got
Anybody
it.
with less than that or without a compass or something would be at
Well, I'd prefer a sextant, but seeing how I have to control the boat and don't have time to go look for one, how about I steer? And since Tyrell, you seem to have a familiarity with nautical navigation, you go to the captain's quarters and study maps and look for, things so that we can navigate our way to the big volcano. Because what we want to do is
What?
either head back to my panties or the big volcano.
Yeah, let's go to the big volcano. But I think we have to
Exactly.
go through my panties first. So we could just
No.
land in my panties and then walk out of the city and then go to the volcano.
No, I think we should just go straight to the volcano.
I heard reading maps, and I feel much
Yeah.
obliged. I'd like to go.
Something tells me this ship will not just sail its way on up to a volcano in the middle of Morning Star. So
It will get close. You have no faith.
no, I can just read a map. So
You do realize that you are moving in the opposite direction of the
right, yeah.
Ember
So
Peak currently
yeah,
at full
The,
mast.
the world is round. The world is round. You're never heading in the wrong direction. It's just a matter of how far you want to travel.
I feel like being snippy right now as Sailor Sun, and I'm gonna be like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Have you been to space? Do you know in fact that the world is round, or are you just basing this off of what you think? Because I know whether it is round or not."
That's hilarious.
Careful now. There's some sawdust here. I'd hate for you to get the sniffles.
Oh, don't worry. My other half is just as mad as I am. And also, thank you for letting us your ship. Because I may be mad, but I'm still nice.
I'm gonna go downstairs and join Tyro.
All right.
Okay, gracias.
As you guys go downstairs and walk into the captain's quarters, you see one Kuatoa leave and rejoin the deck hands. And you sort of look to the left and you see a Kuatoa that is prone on the ground. It doesn't appear to be breathing. It's just like unconscious.
Do we want to do a whodunit murder mystery right now, or do we just leave it? Let's look at him. Is he okay?
Let's make up a story where we're gonna tell Tug that the boat is haunted, and then he'll take us back to shore.
Maybe. I'm not entirely for or against. Okay. You said we could tell, just to quickly look at the Kuatoa laying on the ground. Like, do you just have like a really good time? He's passed out, going to sleep. Do you eat a lot, or like, is he like, is he alive?
He's face down. There's no like perceivable movement of like breathing. You don't see any pool of blood or anything, but he's just lifeless on the ground.
Part of the
Okay.
crew, part of the stew.
Is there any way to tell? He doesn't have like a cup next to him. Do he like drink something here and poison himself? Like nothing
Nope.
like that. Okay. Um, if we like just lightly nudge him, do we see any signs of life? That's all I'm looking for. And a sign of
You
life.
give him a little nudge with your boot, and he does not move. He's just, it's a.
Do we still see the Kuatoa that walked out of the room?
You walk back out to see if you notice the Kuatoa that walked out, but he has since joined the rest of the fleet. And to be honest, go ahead and give me a perception check. See if you can notice anything that stuck out when he walked past you.
16.
Yeah, there's not really any perceivable difference. I mean, some of them wear their clothes in a little bit different of fashion. Some of the colors of their scales have different sort of vibrance to them, or sheen, or color. But you never caught up on any, distinguishing features of the one that walked past you, and it'd be impossible for you to tell at this point who it was.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna walk up the stairs to Tug and let him know.
All right.
Hey Tug. Do your Kuatoa like to indulge in, some beverages once in a while?
They're quite fond of blueberry wine. They do have a good love for that.
Well, me and Tyrell just took a pop downstairs, and there's one that's either passed out or dead in the captain's quarters. So.
Yeah, that happens. I'm not too
Okay,
concerned
yeah.
about it.
So, as we left, we did see one of your puppets run out of the room. I don't know which one it was. They all kind of look the same to me.
Puppets.
Whoa.
I don't have any puppets. I can't. That's very interesting. You'd have to ask around because I don't have any puppets.
Oh, so you're not really concerned that one of your people might be dead in the captain's quarters? Is it just you don't really care about that?
Well, yeah. I mean, you've yet to tell me if he's drunk or dead. So, I mean, at this moment, it's kind of.
We nudged him and he didn't move. So it's looking like death, but I don't know their anatomy very well.
So you're telling me that a warrior or a prince of the ocean is letting a body laying on the ground scare him to the point that he can't check if he's dead or drunk?
So like I said, we nudged him and he didn't move. But then I decided to come tell you. I figured you'd be a little more worried about the situation.
I have an entire ship right now. Like, I am worried. Don't get me wrong. I am worried, but I mean, you've yet to tell me if he's dead or if he's drunk or I mean, should I just let go of the wheel? And just let the whole ship go to hell?
Hey, Stoney, get down here.
I mean, okay, yeah. Just want to let you know, I guess. And I just walked downstairs.
Well, no, listen, I appreciate it, Stoney. I appreciate it, but I mean, I'm trying to be a responsible captain here. I don't know what to do. I mean, do you want to take charge of the boat? And then I'll go see it?
Yeah, I'll take the wheel.
No, I just don't know if I can trust you in our bearing. See, our bearing is really important. And
You're not going to trust the person who lived in the sea, how to have his bearings in the sea that he grew up in.
No, I trust that you have your bearings. I just don't know if your bearings are the same as my bearings. There's a big difference in the two bearings here.
Do you share the same bearings?
Supposed to have a second in command who actually does the steering. A captain doesn't do his own steering. He's the one who checks the navigation and makes sure they're on the right course.
I agree.
Checks on dead bodies.
I agree.
Probably make sure nothing's going on on the ship.
See, I agree with that, but as of right now, the emotions of the ship are telling me that I need to step in and take care of things. Because a true captain knows when leadership is needed, and that feels like this moment right now. So
Right.
maybe,
You're really gonna want to see this, Stony.
Okay.
so
Yep.
so maybe
Okay,
maybe if
Captain, my Captain. Keep at it, Captain. And I just walked downstairs. You're doing a great job.
that felt sarcastic.
Yeah, so Tyrell, he doesn't really care. So, I mean,
Yeah, I could hear every word. Let's. I
There's
just
a
figured.
hole in the roof.
I'm a little worried about the time. Like I'm very on the fence of I want to adventure further, or we're gonna need to turn it back quickly. So
oh,
let's get this map out. What do we need to find out?
okay. Well, yeah, let's quick peek here. Let's look at it. As you can see, Morningstar is behind us. We're going away from it with no destination at all in mind. That's the current position we are in.
Yeah, so most notable on the map that you guys see, it's a pretty like specific map. It just shows Nycanthes and sort of the southern reaches of Morningstar. You can see Twin Spire City as well. There's like a dotted line that sort of follows the coastline, very specific path. Sometimes it juts out across the sea and around peninsulas. There's Stark Crash Gulf, which you can also see over by Twin Spire City. That's like so between you have Nycanthes, you have the Star Crash Gulf, and then you have Twin Spire City. It says to make sure to go around the Star Crash Gulf and hug the coastline instead of sailing directly across the Gulf. These seem to be the trade routes that he was on for livestock and cattle. There is another sort of dotted line that goes across the Anasi Sea, but it looks as if you'd have to first stop in Twin Spire City and go that direction. But you gather that the dotted line that is on this map is where he came from. So you could retrace his steps to go across the Anasi Sea, or in the direction you're headed now, you could just cut straight across the Anasi Sea, but the map doesn't really chart the open ocean.
Have I finished preparing the vodka ham?
You have, indeed.
Great. I want to grab a big hunk of that and grab a pint of whiskey
Okay.
on my way up, and I'm going to head back into the captain's quarters.
All right. You find yourself in the captain's quarters with the vodka ham and...
Well, I've brought the vodka ham. Tyrell, I know that vodka is your favorite, and Stony, please, let's enjoy. And I toss it down on the table, not really caring about what is on there or anything anymore. I take a big, long drink of the whiskey and a bite of the ham.
Whoa.
Oh, I mean, you seem to have your demeanor's changed a little bit. Are you excited to be out here on the open sea, kind of away from responsibility a little bit?
Yeah, I take a look around, and why is there a dead body in here?
Right. So
Yeah,
came
we
in
can't have a dead body while I'm enjoying my vodka ham. I'm gonna grab him by the foot and just toss him out of the room.
All right. He just sort of slumps like a dead fish onto the deck. You can see some of the other Kuatoa sort of take a step back and pause at what they're doing, and then turn back around to continue what their jobs and tasks are.
Do they even
And I'm
know
a-
what their job tasks are?
Loosely, yeah.
I'm gonna sit in a chair and just kind of lean
Deal.
back and put my feet up on the table and have a cigar and whiskey and grab bites of rum ham as I so choose.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So Zoo Warriors, what are we up to now?
I think we're just gonna go out to open sea based on Tug's current idea. I think he wants to get away from my panties as fast as he can. He didn't seem to enjoy that place that much.
Hmm.
So, he
Well-
thinks that we're all in this together, but didn't really ask our opinion. And when he did, he just didn't really take any consideration in the opinions. So
Hmm.
So here's
I
here's
guess
the thing.
life is too short for opinions. We just have to live it.
Oh, man. I'm digging it, man. You're
Yeah.
on a boat. This is great.
Detective Easter, your passive perception, you do notice a note on the map, like a slip of paper that's also attached, and it says something about sightings of a dragon turtle in the Anasi Sea. And you being, of draconic descent, you know a little bit about dragon turtles and that they are especially fond of snacks, and they're all especially fond of treasure. Like they're drawn to treasure just like any other dragon would be.
That's perfect. I needed some loose paper for my tobacco. I'm gonna roll a little joint and smoke.
All right. No one else sees that paper. That's just knowledge you have obtained.
I'm gonna take a nice big drink of the whiskey.
All right. After he takes his first puff, I'm gonna hold my hand out if he wants to pass that shit.
Yep, I pass it on over.
So as the Stoney's getting stony, here's what I'm thinking. We have three options that we can discuss as a group, which is, it sounds like option one is the turnaround, go back to my panties, as Stoney calls it, or option two, take this trade route option that we have here that could potentially lead us to something interesting, or three, out into the depths of the unknown, which is clearly the most dangerous, but maybe the most rewarding is the most risk. I don't know, but it's also the most risk. So we have these three options to present.
Do you know how to charter a vessel like this, Tyrell?
I did never on my own.
And do you think that the fish fucker upstairs knows either? We are clearly drifting out to sea, and all hope is lost.
I
We
wouldn't
might as
say
well
that,
drink.
but that's not necessarily the answer at this moment. I think the whole point is to show, we have these three options, but before we present the three options to the group, it's what do we want? What's our end result here? Like,
Life is now our oyster. There are no rules. You do whatever you want, whenever you want, to whomever you want.
But if you don't
It is that simple.
If you don't plan a little bit what you want, it may come to a stark and fast end.
Plans are for civilization. We have food, I have tobacco, and there's enough drinks to keep me drunk until I die.
Which could be very soon at this rate.
Yeah.
So,
the sooner the better. I will be back with the Tundraka in the halls of heaven.
Oh, do you have like a Valhalla type?
It's more of a saying for kinship. I don't know if there is an afterlife, Tyrell.
So there's no like silver lipstick you put on or anything?
I have never put lipstick on before, but I do have silver here on my side, and should anybody cross me, they shall see it.
All right. So, Sony, what do you think? Should we, or how are you doing? Let me ask that first. How you doing? Was that a good hit? Are you all right?
Yeah. This whole time,
Pass that shit back.
The whole time you guys were talking, I was holding that in my lungs. So when I talk again, it just bellows out.
I'm gonna take it back and puff and pass over to Tyrell.
So Easter is he's on a party boat right now. So his opinion is just sounds like he's just ready to party and eventually probably die, I guess. I know what's out in the sea. There's some pretty sketchy stuff that I'm assuming Mrs. Cavefish up there doesn't really know anything about. But I'm not sure that we're gonna be able to deter the mindset. So
maybe.
what do you think, Tyra?
Here's the thing: is I think potentially, like what I heard earlier, literally not long ago, because you can hear everything on this thing. These wood, it's like paper. Is that the thought was we're heading towards Ember Peak, but I'll be honest with you, I for some reason my bearings were off, and I thought we were heading that way as well. But as it seems that per the map, we're headed in the opposite direction. That's why I say I think the beginning question is asking simply of Blip, what does she want? Where do we want to go? And
You
then
guys think
propose
that
the options to
sailing
get
into
there.
the ocean will take us to Ember Peak. We are truly lost. This map will not help anybody at all. If you think the Ember Peak is in the middle of the ocean, we will never see land again.
Right. And I sort of expressed that to Madam, but it didn't really come across. She called it a volcano. She might be puffing on something up there too, like you, sir.
Then she needs some rum ham. Tyrell, Stony, would you like any of the rum ham? Sorry, the vodka ham.
Yeah,
It's
with
the vodka ham.
Yeah, I'm torn. The vodka I love, but the ham.
I forgot.
Well, while you think on it, I will not stay here. And I leave with the vodka ham and go upstairs.
That was just a weird exit. I will not stay here.
Okay, so I think we have a plan.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we could probably convince Lib to, if that's.
I don't know if it's
She just
convincing.
needs
It's just
to-
let's talk. It's not like I think let's just talk it out. Let's go
Right.
up there.
I think convince her that going this certain direction right now is not going to get us to Ember Peak. So,
If that's what she wants. If she just wants
I'm just
chaos,
trying to avoid my
then we may
panties.
need convincing or something else. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. She might
Okay.
care to go along the trade route along the coast.
Okay. So we head back up.
Okay.
I'm gonna look over at Sailor Sun. The stone cold killer herself has awakened. Would you like any of the vodka ham, Sailor Sun?
Yeah, sure. That sounds good. I mean, I'm
Yes.
utterly perplexed about everything that's going on right now. So, yeah, sure.
Well, live it up. We only have one life. And I cut her off a piece of the
Drake.
vodka ham and hand it to her. And yeah, I'm gonna just kind of just lay down on that chest over there and look up at the stars and continue to drink and smoke.
I'm going to think to myself,
Where did the detective find a Hawaiian shirt?
Actually, I looked for a pirate hat last time. I was so devastated that I couldn't find one for me or Professor Bojangles. It was horrible.
Imagine that. No pirate hat on a merchant vessel.
Oh, the worst. The worst.
So hey, Tug, this pirate's life thing, as you just heard, there's not even pirate hats. It's not even the life that we want,
All
right?
I've heard is a bunch of mutinous speak from down below. You mutinous. I don't even know. I'm speechless. I can't believe that you guys can't embrace the pirate's life. Mutiny is what I call.
Would mean that we initially embraced you as our captain. None of us have. You just started calling yourself that.
I haven't decided.
Show a hand. Show a hand.
A
Who embraces me as
Akuatoa
their captain?
peers down from the crow's nest and says, "Captain, there's a ship on the horizon. We're gaining on her."
Oh, thank God. I mean,
Oh, there we go. Okay, quickly,
Here it
We
is,
must
boys.
protect the vodka
Here it
ham
is.
at all costs.
Tug, what do you want?
Easter has it. They're after our vodka ham. What
We
will
must-
we do?
We must protect the vodka ham at all costs.
The ship is clearly sailing away from you, and you are gaining on it. Yeah. Just
We must not let
setting the
anybody get-
stage. Yeah.
Are we going to embrace our future? Or are we going to sit here
What do you
and
want from the
fumble
future?
around?
There is no future. There is only the present.
Oh my god.
There is no heroes of Nicantes. There are no clans. There is only the here and the now. And
How
now
far
is
are his
vodka
veins
ham.
down his face right now? Tug, hey, what do you
Tyrell.
what do you want? What do you want out of life? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to do?
Tyrell, look at me in my one good eye. I
Oh,
mean,
the other eye. Okay, got it.
I mean, are you gonna embrace this journey? Are
I
you gonna?
I want a journey. I truly do.
It's now. The journey is now. We have a ship. We have no rules. It's nothing but the ocean for us now. With we can we can we can take this ship and all of its plunder and start our life as pirates, or we can turn around and go back to my panties and live boring lives with no journey, no future, or we can devastate these people ahead of us and reap the reward. I mean, come on now. What's the obvious choice?
I mean, the ship plundering is very enticing. I
A
won't lie.
Kuatoa slams to the ground in front of you, just as dead as the one before. Just lifeless fish on the ground. This one has obviously fallen from the crow's nest up above.
No more interrupting the vodka ham with dead bodies, and I'm gonna get up and throw it just whatever direction it goes.
All right. You cartwheel this thing, or like shot put this thing into the ocean, and it's
Oh
gone.
god. Oh no.
Okay, now that one seemed like it was dead. That one concerns me slightly.
Can I use my divine sense to just within 60 feet of us see if there's any celestial fiend or undead that maybe we can't see?
Sure. Are you just looking for one in particular, or
Just any of those three types I can discern.
yeah?
It detects evil forces in general, but I can tell if it's a celestial fiend or undead.
There are no celestial fiends or undead vibes coming from the ship or the surrounding ocean now.
It seems our end shall meet us sooner than we thought. This is a cursed ship. Enjoy the day, eat the vodka ham, and let's drink and smoke until we are dead.
See, I like Easter's mindset.
Do
He
you?
seems
Do you?
happy.
Because he's talking about like our end within potentially minutes.
Here, yes.
At the rate he's consuming,
Better to die a
he's
quick
gone
death
done.
than a slow death away from the Tundraka.
You hear
Like-
So, like,
you hear another
we've been out here for no
Kuatoa.
time.
You hear another Kuatoa shout to you. We're gaining on them. We'll be on them shortly. It looks like a merchant vessel.
Don't tell us that.
Guys,
They appear to
guys,
have no
one-
weapons whatsoever.
guys, Tyrell, what more? Here's what I say. Here's what I say. We plunder the vessel, then we figure out what's happening on our own ship, and we get things straightened away here, and then it's the pirate's life for me.
Yes, of course. The heroes of Nicantes no more. The Zoo Warriors, Electric Boogaloo 2 forever. I understand you, Tug.
Easter's on board, Tyrell. Are
No,
you going to
we're
embrace?
not gonna
Are you going to
plunder.
embrace the future? Are you
Why
going to
would we
embrace?
just attack an innocent boat? That makes no sense.
Because that's what they do, Stony. They are the Zoo Warriors.
Pirate
Electric
code.
Boogaloo 2. They kill people mercilessly. They've been charged for horrendous crimes, and they were somehow found innocent of most of them, but now I believe that they were guilty of all of them. This is who they are, and we are stuck with them. Embrace life.
Tyrell, it's time to choose. We
Great
don't have
Blibdoo
much
pull
longer.
up. They're putting up the white flag. They're surrendering.
Full charge ahead. We take them in the bow.
Ramming speed. Aye aye, Captain.
Hey.
I'm gonna jump in the water.
Aye.
Mm.
I'm gonna go straight to the keel under the boat.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move it. Just
Yeah, that's it. That's absolutely impossible.
Give me a strength roll.
strength and Beth roll. Oh, that's a good 21.
You put a good weight against it, and I mean, you swim as fiercely as you can, but the ship in open water still outweighs you by a large amount. You can feel like resistance, right? So like it's almost like you're fighting Tug at the helm, but he has the mechanical advantage over you. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to like overpower him with your strength. You could maybe prevent him from turning in a direction he needs to, but ultimately you get the sense that he would be able to overcome you if he really put his weight into it. You do notice though that it is just made of wood and could maybe be disabled in another manner.
Yeah, I don't want to be lost at sea though. If I break it, can I sense any water life around me, like a big whale?
There's no
that I can
big
call out to?
there's no big ocean life yet. You guys are still kind of
Are you Aquaman?
I can speak to sea animals. Yeah, they can understand my really basic commands, intentions.
But no, you guys aren't in the deep ocean yet. You can still see the bottom.
Sea creatures assemble!
Can I do something of assistance?
Big ass whale just sideswiped the boat.
Can I? I want to hoist. Can I give some commands here? I don't want to ram the boat.
Okay.
I want to hoist the sails and drop the back, slow the boat. I want to come up to the boat and drop the planks.
Okay. So you're gonna try and run alongside them and board the ship?
Yeah.
Okay. You're probably about 5 minutes out from being where you're gonna board the ship.
That's fine. But we were full sails ahead. I don't want to ram them because I don't know how that's going to turn out for me.
Okay.
So,
Shipmaster Tug, where should we protect the vodka hammock? And it's our top priority. Where should we stow it away?
well, I mean, isn't you only have a good chunk of it? Isn't the rest of it down below in the gully?
Well, let's go down, put it down there. Good idea. And I could fill up on my whiskey.
There you go.
After me.
Tyrell, it's now or never, buddy. Are you going to embrace this journey?
Tyrell, think even the slightest bit for the moment. I just woke up. Even I can see how fucking stupid this is.
I like that. I like that speech. Just think. Use your brain.
Oh, and I listen to my brain, and I really listen, and I start to hear something, and it's like music in my ears, and it just goes. And so I'm ready. I'm ready to plunder. It's calling back to me. Everything is surging through my veins as like I'm turning into a werewolf of equivalent of I'm morphing into the pirate that I used to be, and I'm just ready to just plunder.
Smack Tyrell in the face with my
Arr, baby! It's the pirate's life for me.
Can I smack Tyrell in the face with my staff to knock him out?
If you're gonna attempt to knock him out, go ahead and give me attack roll D20. See if you break his armor class. You roll with advantage because he is in like a dazed state, like a fantasy state.
So for strength, all right, 14.
You give him a good thwack across the jaw, and it catches him off guard, but it doesn't knock him out.
It's okay if it shakes him even a little bit to remind him like who he is. That's okay. Tyrell, do I need to do this again, or are you back to you?
I see the Tweety birds around my head. But then they also start chanting.
You hear
How far is this ship from us?
I immediately
the ship.
call the
the ship is it's very close. You can see the people on the deck now, and as you guys look out at the ship and the people not just waving the white flag, but the people on deck also are waving their shirts. It almost looks like this is more of an SOS. And as you hear them like shouting out to you for help, you see something start to, like, a deep dark shadow emerge from beneath the boat of the other boat, and suddenly two giant, like, pincer like, almost like it looks like a claw or something, emerges from the front and the back
Let me know
of
if you
the
want the rest of
boat,
the pizza, because I'll eat it. If
and
you
it
don't want it,
clamps down
go for it.
and drags
No,
the
go
ship
for it.
completely under.
I can't hear you, Christian. Kobe's pizza seems to be very important right
Sorry,
now.
I forgot I wasn't on mute.
You can hear. Continue.
Hey, Kobe, can I
My
have
bad.
that pizza?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
It's
He's
good pizza.
drunk and ordering pizza.
It's good pizza. He's like not just
Shouting at the other
playing
boat,
drunk in
"Are you
his
pizza?"
game. He's like,
So you're not really eating.
I had to get into character for the role. I had to just get hammered.
Oh,
But
my
from the
God.
crow's nest, the Kuatoa shouts down and says, "Captain, the ship's gone. It's been eaten."
Drop the sails. Full sheets ahead. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay, so you're going directly ahead.
we're supposed to plunder.
Where's Stony?
And I'm like seething because I just really wanted to attack the ship, and I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Tyrell, I am devastated. I don't even know what to tell you. All I can say now is it's our time. We need to get out of here, regroup.
Someone's gonna have to actually knock me out, or I'm knocking you out. I want to plunder the ship.
There's no ship to plunder. Why?
He plunders the ship that he's on.
There is not even a single plank in the ocean. Like, the ship had been eaten in its entirety.
Down there somewhere, Tug. We have to get it.
Stony, from
So I'm
down
assuming I saw
below.
that
You
underneath.
yeah, so it's hard, it's night out, it's hard to see under the ocean just as much, but you obviously heard kind of what was going on, right? Like, you know that a ship was completely ingested, and you've got a eerie sense that there's something really big out there.
Right, yeah, I'm gonna just jump right out of the water on that back deck,
All right.
climb up, and then just grab hold of the wheel and just yank it to the right.
Like Helly is. I get an attack of attack of like chance or something. He doesn't just walk up and
Is
grab
that what
the
it's
wheel.
called? Attack
Yes.
of chance.
It is at this point in my day. Yes, it is.
All right, you guys are gonna fight over the wheel. So, if it is currently
Look him in the eye. Like, do you want to die?
No, I don't want to die. That's why I'm getting the fuck out of here.
so
Then
Tug,
turn
which direction are
the
you
wheel.
trying to make the wheel turn?
I'm not just straight. Drop
Okay.
the sails and just drop the sails.
You're
and
wanting
get
it to
the fuck
stay.
outta
You're
here.
wanting it to stay true, like 12 o'clock. Stony, which degree are you trying to, like, if it was hands on a clock, where are you trying to turn it? Hard right?
2 o'clock. Yep.
Okay. Both of you go ahead and give me a strength roll.
While that's going on, I'm gonna try to get me another pizza slice of this vodka ham.
Oh man.
Making me hungry. I want a pizza.
I got an 18 with all my strength shits.
Tug.
I got 12.
All right. It moves to just shy of 2. So you guys are
Kind of
actively
epic.
fighting over, but Stony, in his, surprise to you, got a good firm grasp on it, and the ship is full sail, but it is going not straight ahead, but to about the 2 o'clock now.
You're like bared teeth. Give me the wheel.
I will die before I hand this wheel over to you.
You know, hold my position. Keep pulling right. Staring him right in the eye.
Okay, are you gonna try and pull farther than 2 o'clock, or just keep it and hold it at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, I'm not gonna just rip the boat. It's gonna that'll be worse for the boat. So just keep steady at 2 o'clock.
Okay, all right.
Try and keep some of that wind behind us again. We're gonna lose all the wind if I just rip it to 3 or 4.
Tyrell, Soul, Sailor Sun, opportunity for you guys to react, participate here. I know Tyrell's frothing at the mouth to be a pirate or something, so
Or something.
I'm gonna.
Someone's gonna knock me out of my days. That's all I gotta say. I still don't understand what's going on. I'm I want to plunder.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm gonna use Eldritch Blast on Tyrell.
okay.
Don't hit me.
Are you just right in this orientation? Okay. Go ahead and give me a d20 roll, see if you break his armor class.
All right. I do not. I rolled a 1.
Okay. You go to cast your Eldritch Blast, and instead of blasting Tyrell, you manage to slip on one of the wet floorboards as Stony had walked past you and brought in the sea onto the deck, and you Eldritch Blast the steering column of the ship, and it just splinters. Like,
Oh, thank God.
Tug and Stony are just holding the handles of the wheel, and the rest of it has just been obliterated. There is nothing left.
Well, clearly this is whoever was supposed to mop this up. It's their fault.
Yep. I'm just gonna point at Tug and say, "This is your fault," and I'm gonna go downstairs to livestock.
I am also gonna leave because I can't stand at how much I've tried to knock sense into Tyrell and for it to backfire.
Oh,
I
I'm
actually,
just gonna leave
I,
him.
I'm
I
so
feel like
sorry,
I've
Soul.
seen. I feel like I have seen life literally flash before my eyes, and I'm starting to come to a bit. Where's the wheel?
Tug, you're just standing there also kind of astonished. Stony and Soul, you guys make it down to where you see Detective Easter, gathering the rest of the vodka ham.
Stony, Sailor Sun, my friends, welcome down below deck. Of course, we are here with my new friends now. I have Mr. Bacon and the vodka ham, of course, the prized possession here. This is Mr. Oinkers, and this is fantastic.
Hey, let's bring the party upstairs. Toss me some of those pigs up here.
Yep, I'm just gonna throw up a piece of rum ham.
All right.
The vodka ham.
Oh, just of the vodka ham. Okay.
No,
Yep,
toss the whole pig. Toss the whole pig up here. You're strong enough.
I didn't listen, and I just threw a little bit of the vodka ham up because I assumed that's all he wanted.
Okay. You just get a nice little flank of the vodka ham up there.
I'm just gonna eat it off the boat just to begin
I'll
with.
get
Just
Stony
eat it
and just be
as
like,
I can.
we
gonna-
really need to get him back to land.
You're gonna strong arm the pig into the water?
Yep.
Okay, you're just gonna dump it over the side, or just which side?
If I can throw it beyond, because we're already going in my direction.
Beyond?
So if we can
Like,
throw it
I
to the
just-
left,
Which...
towards Soul. I'm gonna get it that side of the boat.
Oh yeah, I mean you could drag it over there. You don't have to throw it across the.
Okay. Yep. So I'm gonna drag it over there, throw it over there, throw it over the side of the boat.
Okay. Yeah, you throw the vodka ham off the side of the boat.
Yep. Just gonna keep the process coming. All right, buddy, keep throwing them, man. This is delicious.
Did you eat the vodka ham? How did it taste?
Oh, it's amazing. These Kuatoa freaking love it. They're pounding their fists. They
You
want some
can't
more.
share it with the fish. Part of the crew, part of the stew. They're next.
No, what are you saying? They
Ah.
love it and they want it. That's why they're
Oh,
pounding.
no.
I'm gonna go walk on to the donkeys. I've had enough.
Okay.
I'm immediately taking off towards the main sails, and I'm gonna loof the jib and start trimming the main, and that's gonna loosen it up and make the main sail turn to the wind, and I'm gonna pull aftwards and get this boat going back in the direction of the main wind and get us on track. Because if y'all think
you say all of those words to the Kuatoa and they just sort of look at you like, Huh?
Yeah. Why would you
I
know
don't
anything
need-
about sailing? Why
I
would you
don't.
know any of
I
these
don't.
words? Like,
I don't need the help of the Kuatoa. I'm doing it myself because a true captain gets his hands dirty, and I'm taking control of this vessel. I'm getting us out to sea.
Go ahead and give me this is a give me a insight check, wisdom.
It's a good thing that I got really good wisdom. No, wait, no, I have really good charisma.
I was about to say it was pretty wise taking the ship out to sea and not knowing how to sail it.
I don't know why you guys think I don't know how to sail a boat.
why would you know how to sail a boat?
Well, I mean, he
You
has the
might be able to-
charisma. He can say whatever he wants. So
You might be able to sell the boat, but I don't know if you can sail it.
What's a 16? Get me.
You have some general idea that if you get the sails in the right orientation, that you may be able to generally choose a direction in which the ship is going to head, but ultimately it's I mean, you're steering without a rudder, right? Like,
exactly. So
You don't
that's-
need a rudder.
You
The
do.
rudder only makes
for
it
how,
easy.
for the size of the ship, like for how quick we want to turn, my thoughts were getting my rope and trying to find a way to attach to the rudder manually so that I could try to steer and not destroy it, so we could get turned around.
Well, I mean, the rope is still there. I mean, like the way an old wheel
Yeah, but it's
works.
not magic.
Well, then Tyrell, you're skipper. Get your wheel going, or your rope going.
It's in my hands. It's always ready.
Well, then do your magic.
Yeah. What my hopes are, because I don't know for sure. This is up to like the physics of how this ship was built. But I was really hoping to, cast my magic rope into the water down below the rear of the boat to hopefully there's a bit of a column that the rope can attach itself to, and just with all its might kind of steer around. I don't know exactly how that's gonna work.
there is the like rear mast back here. You could tie the rope around that, send it down, and you would need someone to fasten it to the rudder, but you could, in theory, like you were describing, pull on the rope either left or right with a group of people in order to maybe pull the rudder left or right.
That I like.
I volunteer. I'll do it.
Everyone up for this plan? It sounds like a lot of fun.
Professor
It's a team
Bojangles,
building exercise.
let me
I'll go
introduce
for
you,
it,
Professor
Tyrell.
Bojangles, to this nice donkey here. He shall be our new companion.
Let's hoist the sails, bring the boat to as slow as we can. So start pulling on the ropes, make the sails go up.
The Kuatoa, raise the sails. You can feel the boat, slowing. It's not an immediate stop. It's gonna take some time for the momentum to die, but
Yeah.
But yeah,
we got to slow the boat down first, Tyrell, because I'm a good swimmer, but I don't know if I'm a full boat at sail.
Oh, I'm deathly afraid of the water. I don't mind the ship, but if I have to go in, you might as well call me Captain Easter, Emo Easter. Let's do this.
How long is it going to take for the boat to slow down?
probably another 5 minutes before it's a speed that you could keep up with.
Well, then let's investigate. Let's investigate. I want to call all the Kuatoa up on the captain's deck.
Okay.
What a waste of time.
Everybody else, what else? What are you guys working on while I move these up on the deck?
I'm introducing Professor Bojangles to our new friend, the donkey. And I'm going to see if he likes any of the vodka ham, because we don't have much time left. Seconds, minutes, days, a week. That's it.
You hear again from the crow's nest, Captain, there's an island that just appeared in the distance.
Well, that's good. We is there a volcano on this island?
It looks rather craggy, but I can't say for certain if it's a volcano or not.
Oh my god.
Well, just
can
come
I?
on down. Come on down here.
Yes, sir.
You just the worst captain I've ever heard
I
of.
really want a hand tug.
Absolutely.
In the chat is a map, and it's not a map I'm supposed to have, but it's a map that I found, and it shows where the volcano is, and it's not on this craggy island.
You do
I
have
think-
the book, Tyrell, so, you know.
I show him the map. It's in the chat. We're going the
What?
wrong way.
Are we going the right way?
No!
Sometimes the path less traveled is worth traveling.
Yeah, but north isn't south and south isn't north. We're going the wrong way.
The
only
last
time I'm gonna be okay with scuttling.
the last Kuatoa to step up on deck sort of says, Lord Blibdupulip, we have found another Kuatoa that is fallen ill.
Fallen ill.
They sort of carry it forward and lay it down, and it, you know, it's lifeless, just like the ones that you had seen before. But
Holy shit.
all of the deckhands are up and here.
Guys, this ship. I think there's a virus, an invisible virus that's attacking the Kuatoa. It may be sourced from this black ether of just sucking in of everything over there. We got to get the hell out of here.
I want to yell from the distance, "The ship's haunted!"
You don't listen to him, Donkey. The ship's not haunted. Life is haunted. We are all going to die. It's just the part of the nature of it. We shall enjoy death together, Donkey.
Just to give everyone a flash of where Detective Easter is, he's, yes, made great friends with Bojangles, you said was the name?
I have Professor Bojangles with me.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. The little stoat with me, but yeah, and I may not be talking to the same donkey the whole time. They may have moved around, and I wasn't quite certain.
Soul, Stony, what are you up to?
I feel almost stunned for how stupid everything is going on right now.
Right. This is just the worst plan I've ever seen.
All I can think about is how I want to kill everyone that's up top right now, and also beat Detective Easter senseless or senseful.
So there's like
And
no
I don't know
cannons
how
or
it-
anything on this boat?
There's no what? Sorry?
Cannons or anything?
Nope, it's a merchant vessel just meant for transporting livestock.
Not even protection?
Nope.
Is there can I go back to the captain's quarters to see if
Sure.
it has a map of like its route that it takes?
It does, yeah. So you can see that the map leads along Nycanthes, and if you backtrack the route, it sort of follows the coastline. There's a gulf, Star Crash Gulf, where it would make more sense visually to just cut across, but the captain has obviously stayed close to the coastline, and beyond that is the Twin Spire City.
All right, so we're actually not too far away from civilization.
Mm.
Okay. If we were to is that island that's apparently ahead of us on the map?
The island is not on the map, no.
Of course.
You see, the compass rose, a giant golden compass rose down there, and you can see the lighthouse marked outside of Nycanthes, but you don't see much else on the map. It seems to be more of a coastal map than an ocean.
It definitely does. Does this ship have any life rafts or any smaller boats that can be dropped down?
You sort of look out the back doors and you realize that there is a dinghy attached. It's sort of just off to the side there.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna go back and I'm going to get Stony
Okay.
and Detective Easter and obviously Bojangles the donkey, and we are gonna go take the dinghy and we're gonna leave.
All right. So you guys are both gonna go down in the hold to get Detective Easter then?
Yes.
Okay.
And tell them that we found a place that has more vodka ham.
Whatever's gonna take down this giant boat and just took down the giant boat is gonna basically slurp that small boat in one gulp.
Yeah, that's fine, but it's better than what's gonna eventually happen here.
Mm. My friends, come over here. Let me introduce you to the donkeys.
Hey, so we need to leave. We may need your help.
Where are we going? To the water next door or down the street?
Yeah, we're just gonna leave the big scary monster outside.
Yeah, the ocean.
We want to protect your new friends, and the only way to do that is to leave.
The donkeys here. Yes, I've been talking to one of them. I'm not sure which one. He's kind of wandered around. I was telling him all about my adventures in Nicantes. We've become great friends, I think. And where are we going?
To save your great friends.
Well, we need some vodka ham to go, and I need a refill on this whiskey.
Sounds great. We're also going to a place that you can make and get more.
All right, I'm gonna cut up some vodka ham and refill my pints of whiskey, and I will follow Sailor Sun and Stony wherever they're going. It doesn't really matter because we're just gonna die.
Also, is there a way that I can pull that map up off from the captain's quarters
Yeah.
and take the compass with me?
There doesn't appear to be the compass rose is on the map. It's not an actual physical compass, you know.
All right. Well, I want to take the map with me at least.
Sure. Yeah. It's
and we are
easily transportable.
And we are gonna make our way to the dinghy.
Okay.
I'm not going to the dinghy. We're gonna get killed over there.
What do you think's gonna happen here?
Death. We will die everywhere. I agree.
And then the boat that's 20 yards away isn't gonna just die instantly too.
How many
But at least
homes
we
is
get
that?
away from the crazy that's on the ship, and apparently some disease or something that's going along and killing everyone already.
It's just killing the Kyoto for now. They're weak.
Part of the crew, part of the stew. That is more food for us should we need a large consumption.
Detective Easter, do you want to eat that? If it's poisoning them, it'll just poison you.
Yeah, I will die faster. Glory to me.
All right, well. So, Stony, what do you suggest?
I suggest we put as many animals in the little dinghy and then cut the dinghy loose and push it away from the boat, and maybe the monster will
I
attack
was
the
just
dinghy.
talking to the donkeys. They would love this.
All right. Let's
Let me lead them up. Charles, come on.
The donkeys do seem to have impressed upon you quite a bit. So they sort of come to and they start to make their way up the stairs and out of the deck.
Oh, perfect.
I'm gonna stand close to Stony and just be like, I'm so worried about what's gonna happen to him when all these animals get killed.
We're gonna flash back over to Tyrell and Tug here.
Has the boat slowed down?
It has.
All right. Well, then I'm going to jump out of the boat and beautifully dive into the ocean with his rope.
Give me an acrobatics check.
Oh, I thought you were just bailing. Like,
What is acrobatics?
It's strength, I believe. Or no, acrobatics is dexterity. That was
16.
All right, it's not the best dive you've ever done, but
Yeah.
all the
Can I hold
Kuo-toa
up a
apply.
card and it has a 7 on it? Like.
Yeah, you're an artificer. You
All
can
right, it was a
scrap
joke.
that together.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look, dead Kuo-toa. I don't
That was a rating of a joke. I'm sorry.
know.
Not a joke, a jump.
Blib, you're down by the rudder. You kind of look around in the water just to get a sense of things, and you can feel something out there, but you don't know where it's at necessarily. The rudder is large. It doesn't appear as if there's a great way to really attach it, but maybe you could like bore a hole, or it's just a big piece of rectangular L-shaped wood. So you tell me how you're gonna attach this rope to it.
I don't know. I just figured I could jump down here and tie a rope to it.
Don't say you don't know.
I'm gonna pop up and go, "Hey Tyrell, how am I supposed to attach this rope?"
What's it look like? I need a little bit of a visual aid. Like, explain it to me. What do you see?
It's a big rectangle coming out of the backside of the boat, made out of wood.
Uh-huh.
There's no gears. There's no nothing.
Right. Is there any place that looks feasible to rope around, even if it's the entire rudder itself? Like, if we could rope around and tie a triple devil's knot around, so that if we pull on it, we know for sure it's gonna pull towards one direction, and not the band.
I don't know.
I need a little more surety. Okay. Is there any kind of notches anywhere?
No, it's a flat board. It's a big one though. Do you have any way of like drilling a hole in this board?
What is a drill?
I don't know. You're the
Tyrell, you get a tingle from your rope, and you realize it is a magic rope, and you could ask it to tie itself.
Yeah, that's what I'm. That's my rope. And if I had a baseball cap, I'd turn around backwards and I'd just cast my rope. I need you to tie yourself to this rudder below, while I guess supervised by Tug, and he's
The
just
rope
do it.
whips itself out of Tug's hands and around the rudder, and like the rope snaps tight, like suddenly, like it's been shortened or something, right? Like it was a long rope, and now it's exactly the size it needs to be, as there's like a sea salt twang of the rope, against the boards of the ship, and it appears to be on there real tight.
Okay. If I know I'm not the strongest, but if I give it a little tug, but a little tug, do I tell, like, can I feel like a little give, like it's wanting to move slightly?
You can feel the rope like expand as it needs to as you pull it the direction, and you can tell that it's a struggle for just you alone to pull the rope.
Oh yeah.
But with more, you could see it being a very crude, like rudimentary way to steer the rudder.
And if I yell at Tug, like he says, it looks good, right? Like Tug,
Yeah.
like it's moving, right?
Tug's giving the thumbs up from
Okay.
down
It
there.
looks great. This looks like a perfect magical rope knot.
And what kind of thumb does Tug have? Like, does it look like a normal? Is it like a toe, or is it? How does it look?
One's a big claw, so the other one, it's too far away to really tell at the moment. But Tug does climb back onto the ship. About this time, Detective Easter, you have led the donkeys through the captain's quarters and are sort of gently tossing them down into the barge bit behind the ship.
Dutch, you're gonna love Tahiti. It's fantastic. This is the plan, Charles. Dutch, you guys are going to love it there. Trust me. I believe in you like you believe in me. Here, take some vodka ham, and I slice off a little bit, toss it to them. I will be right behind you. We're turning around the vessel. We're following. You guys make sure, do your little thing, and we shall be there and right behind you. A few minutes, of course. Is this the plan, Sailor Son? Is that what you wanted? You want them on this vessel here?
We.
Yep.
Okay.
Wait.
Well,
Once
Dutch,
they're all on.
Arthur, Charles, John, you guys are going to love Tahiti.
Dutch, Arthur, Charles, John.
Okay. Now that they're all on, let's push it away from the boat. Cut it loose.
Okay. It's slowly starting to drift away. Yeah.
We're
As
right
they're
behind you.
As they're about 15 yards away, I'm gonna throw my trident at one of them. Get some blood going.
What the fuck? And I'm gonna shove him like a what was that?
Yeah. Yeah. What? Arthur gets struck in the flank, and he like and like hits.
Not
the
my
deck.
boy Arthur. He has such high honor compared to the other ones. They were a band of misfits, and Arthur was turning himself around. Perhaps John could have made something of himself, but why would you do this?
Trying to save you and everybody else on this boat.
And how is skewering Arthur going to save anybody?
I'm hoping to draw the giant sea beast away from our boat by putting some blood in the water on a smaller boat full of squealing animals.
Should we throw some Kuatoa in there as well?
I mean, you can grab a hold of one. It's fine with me.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys are making your way on the top of the deck. You come up to see a bunch of Koatoa giving their full attention to Tug, who has.
We can also group together.
Lady Tug, we've come to sacrifice the Kuatoa. I see there's no objection here, and I toss the nearest one over the sea.
Go ahead and give me a strength check. I thought you went back up on top. Are you still down in the ocean?
I mean, I never. Yeah, sure. I came back up on top.
Okay.
Okay.
if I'm
Well,
up-
I'll wait for you to respond before I do something. Then.
But I mean, if he's up on top and he goes to grab one of the Kuatoas,
But before you grab, we're here to sacrifice some other Kuatoa.
like hell you are.
No, this is Stoney's plan. Instead of some, we must sacrifice the Kuatoa to the sea so that we can die quicker.
Kuatoa, defend yourself. Everyone take a fighting stance.
All the Kuatoa sort of turn and point their various sea weapons at Detective Easter in like
I
that.
hold out the rum ham like a sword, or the vodka ham like a sword.
It's
I'm gonna walk up to Tug, kind of distract him. He's not gonna do it. It's fine. What did you do with the rope? Did you get it attached to the keel?
I don't. This vessel is very split on the plan here. I don't trust you, Stoney. I prefer you to back away from me, as you and Sailor Sun here have been doing nothing but mutiny.
If you've got it attached to the keel, use all your Kuatoa as their strength to pull it in the direction you want to go. I will use gust of wind at the mainsail to push us in the direction you want to go. Just get them to pull the fucking rope.
Solid plan.
I'm gonna try to play fight with the nearest Kuatoa with the vodka ham.
They fight back with surprising kind of like you.
Good. I shall retreat down the stairs as I still continue to fight with the vodka ham.
They don't
Trying to parry
follow
their
you,
blows.
but they like you sort of
On God!
you jestingly went at them with the rum ham, and they definitely really stabbed at you. So
Ha ha ha! Come meet me on my own terms here. Whoa.
I think we need to have let's get the boat.
one of the more brazen Kuatoa steps to the top of the stairs, and he looks down at you and says, "Don't try it, Detective Easter. I have the high ground."
You underestimate my powers. And instead of jumping and try to flip, I'm going to echolocate behind him and hit him with the vodka ham.
Okay, all right. You echolocate behind him. Give me attack roll with advantage.
Okay. Okay, I don't think I'm proficient with the vodka ham, so I'm not going to add my my
you, you are
proficiency there.
not. No.
But I got a total of a 7, or no, not a 7. I got a total of an 8.
Okay, that does not break the natural armor class of the Kuatoa. You
I
just hit him
I
over the
just
back of the
missed.
head with a soggy, like vodka soaked ham.
Haha, on guard.
He turns around and he hits your echo, and your echo dissipates, but you find yourself back at the bottom of the stairs.
Perfect. Okay, you can jump over to the people actually trying to do stuff.
You can hear the distant honks of the donkeys as they are getting farther and farther from the ship. Don't mind how close they actually are to the ship. It's just the ocean playing tricks on you. So, but yeah, what's going on up here? There was talk of ropes and rudders and gusts and Kuatoa
Yeah,
power.
I spoke my plan. Doug wants to do it or not. He wants to die.
I mean, I think we need to get the ship in someplace safe, and then we can hash this out. So
The same Kuatoa approaches, says, "Captain, the island. We're approaching it very quickly."
but the sails aren't even up. Are we stuck in some kind of?
I'm not
Why would the
entirely
sails not
sure.
be up?
Do you
um,
want us to raise the sails?
They've been
Yeah.
raised the whole time.
No, they haven't. Or yeah, they have been raised. They haven't been. Well, that's kind of a tricky term. The sails are put up at the moment. They're not raised. Yeah, drop the sails. Everybody grab the rope, and
When did they get put up?
We had to stop the boat to fix the rudder. We fixed the rudder, and now we're caught in some kind of slipstream and being pulled out to this island. So we need to drop the sails. Everybody come and pull on this rope. We're going to we're going to try to turn this baby around and make a U-turn. So everybody heave ho.
So half the group go down to raise the sails. The other half come over to help you guys with the rope. When the sails are raised, they're at, full yield or whatever. And you guys, which way are you turning the boat? Right or left?
U-turn all the way around.
Okay, hard right. You're turning right.
Watching the moon patterns through the stars.
Thank you, Tyrell. Yes. Yes. You correct right. You see the island. You're no longer on a crash course with the island. You turn the ship around, and you're based on Tyrell's planetary triangulation. You've completed the U-turn. You guys.
I'm gonna step up where the wheel used to be and cast Gust of Wind at the mainsail.
All right. You cast Gust of Wind, and the sails like poof out and fill, and there's like a visible like surge of energy here.
Tahiti, here we come. I knew the plan would work out. Dutch Arthur, we're on the way.
You blow past the barge of donkeys as they sort of get hit by the wake of this rush of wind into the sails, and you hear their honks as they again pass the boat once more.
I want to get up on the side of the deck and wave at them.
You wave and to a crowd of honks from the donkeys. But you're headed back in the opposite direction of which you started this adventure.
Any fast travel?
What'd you say?
Is anything following us? Like, are we
You turn
considered
around
safe
and
at the moment?
the island
Can we
is still
see?
there. The donkeys are still in the barge, but they are moving into the distance or whatever.
Okay. All right. Well,
Time for the continental breakfast. I shall help myself. I'm gonna go back downstairs.
Is the sun coming up?
No, it's still
30 days a night or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
But with your new arrangement here on the ship, you've got a good number steering the ship at your command. Got about 8 Kuatoa to man the rudder here.
Okay, Tug, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back to my pennies, or you just want to go down the coastline to a different city?
It's the pirate's life for me. So whatever y'all are being very defensive. So it's if y'all just want me to get you close to my panties, I'll take you back and drop you off, and you can take
Now
the,
we're doing that? We could have done that. All right, it's fine. We're stuck here.
No.
What's done is
We've
done.
been on this
Let's
boat
just
for what?
continue.
Six hours, maybe half a day. One guy has gone crazy and drunk. The other one's gone crazy as a captain. We've almost been eaten by a giant sea monster, and you just want to
No,
hang
we
out.
haven't. It never.
I mean,
it never
it's-
even once attacked us, and I have
it's
not
just-
gone.
It's just a good story, you know. Like
I haven't
it's
gone
fine.
crazy as a captain. You just don't want to fall in line and be a good crewman. You're just trying to cause problems. We could have just gotten on this ship. We could have headed out to open ocean. We could have found what was on that island. But you fought me every single way. So if this is the way it's going to be, I'll just take you back to my canties.
Okay,
And
please do.
I'll get the boat fixed, and then me and the Kuatoa will head out and find our own way in this big, vast world.
Perfect.
Okay,
Beautiful.
yeah.
Amazing.
Sounds like a great plan.
All right, let's turn it around.
Christian, what other farm animals are downstairs other than the pigs?
Chickens, horses, and cows.
I'm gonna go talk to the horses now that I have my an extra little thing of rum ham.
Yeah, there's just 2 horses.
And so, anyways, like I was saying, that was the day that those criminals almost caught Detective Easter. It was you guys wouldn't understand. You're just horses, but it was fantastic.
They seem
I can't wait to introduce you to my friends. This here is Professor Bojangles. You'll get along wonderfully. I sent the other donkeys. They're basically like your cousins. They're on their way to Tahiti right now. You would hate it there, but we are going to get there eventually and meet them. They have a plan. I'm just going to keep rambling incoherently to the horses for a little while.
Everybody on the top of the deck, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Nine.
Tyrell, Tug,
I was
Soul.
gonna ask, am I on the top?
12.
Soul, Tyrell, what'd you get?
Working on it.
11.
I also got 11.
Okay. Yeah. Tyrell, you're still keeping track of the moons and where they are in relative space to you. You're making sure that they're staying on track. Tug, your Kuatoa are all where they need to be. The ship seems to be headed in the right direction. Stony, your spell of gust of wind is still going strong.
It's just 1 minute. So.
Just 1 minute? Okay. You guys are headed into the wind, unfortunately. So after that minute here in a second, it's gonna dissipate, and you guys will be going pretty slow. But Soul, yeah, you sort of look around, and you sort of see the island from behind the ship or whatever, but can't hear the donkeys any longer.
Friends, hey, weren't we carrying some extra cargo behind us?
We talking about the donkeys?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think detective said they're on the way to Tahiti. So
Oh, all right.
yeah, I'm not sure what Tahiti is, but he's pretty enthusiastic about it. So. Looked like one sustained an injury. I don't know what happened. So Tug, we lost the wind. It's gonna be pretty hard to get straight back to my panties. I'm with you, bud. I don't care to go back to my panties. I just don't think this crew at this moment is suited to be at the open sea. So if we want to maybe go to a different city, port somewhere else, see what's going on. What are your thoughts?
I done told you. I don't need this. Anarchy on this boat. I'm taking y'all back to where y'all want to be. I'll drop you off. Me and the Kuatoa and anyone else who's willing to have an adventure, taste the salt, get their boots a little wet. We'll head out. We'll take on the world. I got nothing to lose.
Well, we're not too sure why your Kuatoa are just falling over dead. It might be the fact that they're in the sea and they're not sea animals, or it could be something much worse than that. But
well, I got a strong eye out on all of them right now. They're all up on top. Every single one of them is.
Well, one died right in front of you like 10 minutes ago.
No, he didn't. They just brought him to me. I got 8 over here running the keel. The rest of them are out there holding the sail. So if one of them, I'm standing here up on the captain's deck, I'll make sure that nothing funny is going on. Why are you worried about my Kuatoa? That's not your business anyways.
Like, I don't know why you think I'm being mutinous. This makes zero sense. I'm just trying to help everybody out on this boat.
How far are we from shore? Do I have a monocle or like a telescope?
You do not see Nycanthes yet.
So where's emo wow, lost my mind. How's vodka ham? I'm asking for vodka ham.
You can go down and check on him if you want.
Yeah.
Yes, you avoid the awkwardness. You jump down into the hold, and what do you see but Detective Easter in a very riveting conversation?
Tyrell, come over here. Meet the ladies. Yes, this is little my little Ponyta, and this is Rapidash. Ladies, say hello to Tyrell. He is shy. I do not believe he's ever had himself his own madam. And I believe elves mate with horses. Is that not true? You could introduce yourself, Tyrell.
I'm not opposed. What? Hello.
Not opposed. I've never said no to a good time.
What the fuck?
Oh god. It's a good thing that the donkeys have gotten sent out to die.
Right at that moment, one of the horses, I think it's Rapidash, takes a fat shit right on the floor.
Hey, Jared has life experience with that. He ain't no stranger.
I do have life experience with that. Oh god. I wish you hadn't said that.
I was not expecting that response.
Anything to get me off the top of that ship.
Yes. Tyrell, you have not had enough vodka ham. If I know someone who likes vodka, it is an elf. Please have some more vodka ham. We're enjoying ourselves,
I will.
aren't we, ladies?
I completely forget about how ham destroys my internal organs, and I just chew into it because I know it's just soaked in vodka.
It is very soaked in vodka. You get a little bit of a fishy taste, almost like he's hit someone with it. Like, I don't know.
Anyways, like I was saying, ladies, there was this big trial, and you wouldn't believe it, but the captain was fucked in the ass at the end of it. It was hilarious. And the whole time, they didn't understand that their own friend was their betrayer. And he's a member of the place I work at. We go to the same work. It's incredible.
Are you supposed to like tell all this stuff like to just anybody? Are you?
Tyrell, we're talking to the ladies here. Don't you see that there's nothing left in the world for us? We're stranded at sea. We might as well enjoy it before we all die. I have no clan anymore. What else is there but for me to talk to the horses?
Oh yeah, I guess I see that a little bit. Except for we're on our way back to my canties, and they're gonna get you.
Who's gonna get me, and how are we turning around? The last time I looked up there was in fact nothing steering the ship.
Yeah.
There weren't any brains steering the ship beforehand.
I got some bad news for you, pal. Your life is not over. Uh, we're on our way back to society. We magically re-steered the ship with my rope and some Kuatoa. Like, if you want to come take a look at the moon's locations, we're on our way back.
And you're taking me back to my clan.
That's up to you. You seem like you
Are
could be kind of
we
fun
heading
without
to-
those guys.
We're heading to Nicanti, so you're taking me back to my clan, or are you just hoping we wander into some land in the middle of the Anasi Sea, and perhaps we run across some other people? Who knows? Maybe I'll find some more Tundraka out there. Not going to happen, Tyrell.
Well, it's totally up to you, actually. But we are heading back, a full 180 of, an hour and 30 minutes ago. So,
And who is navigating the stars in the ship?
it's a team effort, I would say.
I have seen our team effort. I will believe it when I see it.
Yeah, you're free to come outside and look, but take your time by all means. You'll see the coast of Nicantes anytime now.
Oh, and if I don't, do I get to hold you responsible?
Sure. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Okay. Vodka ham.
Yes.
You know what
Come
I need?
on.
I need a refill on my whiskey. Tyrell, would you like a drink? I found some glasses in here.
Let's do it.
Okay, I'll pour him a full pint of vodka.
All right.
Oh. And I will refill my pints of whiskey.
You do that. Check in with people on top of the boat. So you guys know that going against the wind, it's going to take you twice as long as it took you to get out here to get back. So it's going to be a minute before you see any coastline in the dark or anything. But from the top decks, you hear the Kuatoa shout down to you, "Captain, the island is gaining on us?"
It's a tiger turtle. Oh, we need to go there because they grant all kinds of power.
You want us to slow the ship, Captain, and let the island catch us?
Absolutely. Raise the sails.
The Kuatoa start to raise the sails.
Okay.
The sails are
Christian,
raised.
I like the
It's-
posturing of our other members there as you were preparing for them to possibly say.
You know, just shuffling feet.
Yep,
yes.
I'm just gonna walk down to find Easter and just ask for a blunt.
Okay.
Just a quick, hey buddy. You got
My friend, we're down here with Tyrell, and the horses. Have you met the horses yet?
Oh, no, yep, yeah. I had a good conversation with him earlier. I told him about the trial I witnessed. Told him about
I
the
Give
was
us a
video.
just
here.
telling them the same thing. That's hilarious. Here,
Wow,
would you like to smoke again? I can roll us another one.
that'd be great. I think I'm gonna go sit at the front of the boat. Feel the wind in my face, and yeah, just kind of enjoy the boat ride. Can I take one for the road?
Absolutely. And I roll him up a blunt and hand it to him.
All right. He takes it, and we'll move you to the front of the ship, Cameron. Or, sorry, Stony.
A good guy there, Stoney. Tyrell, how do you know him?
Heck.
Cameron?
Who?
There was a little fourth wall break there. I'm a little lost now.
Oh,
That
give me a
guy's
break.
Stony.
How
do you-
many times have I ever...
how do you know that guy there?
Stony?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We got acquainted in a class we took once.
That's so crazy, man. That I met him at this party, and I was dressed up like a big Kool-Aid. You don't even know what a Kool-Aid is, but I was dressed up like one. Everybody loved it. They said it was the best costume that they had ever seen. It was fantastic. And somebody died, I think, or went missing. Maybe both. And then Stoney was there, and he's been a zoo warrior ever since. I pegged him right from the start. You are zoo warrior electric boogaloo 2 material. I knew it from the start, instantly.
Check back in on the people up top.
I'm gonna assume we actually are just gonna stand in awkward silence, and I'm gonna wait till he says something.
The Kuatoa in the crow's nest again shouts down, says, "Captain, the island, it's coming fast. The ship has been stopped. The sails have been raised. We're dead in the water, Captain."
Prepare for encounter.
"How do you wish us to prepare, Captain?"
Think fondly of your loved ones.
You sort of feel the thoughts of the Kuatoa fill your mind, and they think of their loved ones back home, and it does provide a little comfort to you as the island you can see is getting bigger in the distance behind the boat.
Does Josh get inspiration for that?
No inspiration, just a warm, fuzzy
Oh.
feeling.
That's enough. I mean, honestly.
Kind of like you wet your pants.
Can a
I
fish
don't know.
wet themselves?
That is a question of philosophy.
But Stoney's just hanging out on the front of the ship, smoking a doobie. Sailor Sun,
Yep,
Soul, you got
Prepared
anything?
I'm gonna prepare to launch myself off the front of the boat into the water if shit goes down.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk back to kind of where this island is coming from, so that way, if, as Stoney said, shit goes down,
Mm-hmm.
I can teleport myself somewhere.
Soul, as you're looking at the island and as it's approaching, it's probably a good, I don't know, like 400 gnomes, 500 gnomes away. You see that it lowers into the ocean and disappears.
Oh, great. Never mind. There goes my plan. I don't know who's around me right now.
Just the Kuatoa and Tug.
Oh, well. I'm just gonna keep this information to myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to hype up Tyrell to the horses a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
That's good. Be a good wingman here.
You're
No, he's I've seen him ride horses before. Excellent, excellent jockey. You ladies would love him. He would treat you to a good time.
so everybody go ahead and give me another perception check.
Do I have disadvantage in my drunken state?
You definitely do, and
Okay.
because you're under the ship.
Perfect. Oh,
8.
that's great. My first roll was a natural 20 that I don't get.
Do it again.
12.
15.
Let's see here. My perception total is actually going to be a total of a 20, even with the disadvantage.
Damn, dude.
I get a +7.
Being at the bottom and so connected to the ship, you feel a weird sort of like hum. Stony, you're up there pretty blazed, just, trying to de-stress from the whole situation. Tug, Soul at the back, you're just, ready for anything. You can feel the ship start to sort of lower in the ocean as you can see the water sort of swell around the edges of the ship, and before you know it, there are these two large pincer-like maws coming out of the ocean, and it's encapsulated a good section of the ocean around you, and the ship is smack dab in the middle of this maw as you feel the ship sink even lower and start to spin slightly as it's creaking and groaning. You're having to hold on to the ship as it's spinning, and the maw seals shut in a thoom as the night sky and the two moons are removed from your vision, and nothing but darkness screams, and the ship descend into this hell below.
But
That is where we're going to end our session tonight.
Oh, cutting it off early. I like it.
Thoughts? Feelings?
All is gloom. All is pain. And death is soon.
okay.
Anybody else's thoughts?
Got-
I am gonna be trying to think all week on how to get out of this stupid situation.
Got real
I mean,
quiet. Got real quiet at the end here.
I mean, we're
I
pretty
mean,
stupid.
It's exactly what I thought was going to happen. I thought either it was going to go one of two ways. It was either going to be a lion turtle, or it was going to be a horrible monster that killed us. So I accepted my fate.
You'll have to find out next time if you're dead
Dragon
or not.
Ball Z.
Yeah.
I hope those boys make it to Tahiti. I mean, they had one last big score to make. Just get enough money and they could do it.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, it's a good thing that we threw our only life vessel out full of donkeys.
I mean, I understand what they were trying to do, which was to try to distract it so it would eat that while we got away.
I tried to present you with problems and opportunities to get out of situations. I was curious
We
as
created our own problems.
I was curious as to, when the ship started to stall, how you were going to keep it going, and I figured, people would step up or create a solution or something. But you guys have all just, I don't know, you smoking on the reefer too much, just accepted your fate and decided to go with the flow or what, but I don't know.
Is it like a joke though? There's nothing I could say that could ever get them to do anything. So yeah, Stony said
There's
old
only
fuck
one
that.
solution that I could see that could actually change everything, but then it would definitely not take a route that I don't think we were willing to take. And sorry, the only solution I could see was I was gonna have to kill the captain
I mean that they're.
because we were going in every wrong direction because of the captain.
I mean everything seemed to be. Yeah, I didn't know if tonight I was gonna have to resort to players fighting each other or not, but
Well, there was a
there
good fight between me and the Kuatoa.
there was never really a. I feel like the only time there actually was a plan established, or at least some sort of group mentality or momentum, was when Tyrell started hearing the Pirates theme song in his head alongside Tug, and there was about 3 seconds there where it really seemed to, and then that changed.
Easter has sunken into such a Great Depression so quickly. He just knows he will once we start setting sail. He just knew instantly. I will never see my clan again. My life is over.
The donkeys on the barge, that was a good play. It was good. It was, but bigger fish in the water kind of thing. But who knows? Who knows?
Dun dun dun.
What is a? I'm just curious, Tug. What is a tiger turtle?
It's from Avatar.
It's a
Yeah.
It's a
what
lion.
gave-
He's gonna unlock all these godlike powers to have all the different elements.
Bend the elements.
Gotcha.
a lion turtle is from Avatar.
Yeah,
so
even though we just saw said quotations lion turtle eat an entire ship in front of us, let's let it touch our ship. That was his mindset.
I mean, it didn't touch our ship. It reached out and hugged us.
We're pretty strong. I mean,
Well, this was a good first session back. I had fun tonight.
as ridiculous as
Watching the chaos.
it was pretty fun. Yeah.
This was classic Zoo Warriors. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, it's true.
I had no idea. I had so much prepared for so many because I had no idea what the hell you guys were gonna. I was like, they could immediately turn towards the city and then just continue the Chumbawamba challenge, and I would have this stuff prepared, or yeah, you guys could just go into the ocean.
What percentage did you have us arguing over what to do and not getting
I
much
don't know what
90.
to expect with any of you anymore.
90%.
We've been playing for 5 years, and I could never ever from night to night predict what you guys are going to do. Just like
just
I
love the
did
fact
not
that-
predict you guys to threaten to murder the captain of a merchant ship that you I honestly that is a huge thing to your credit. I never once thought, oh, if they're on this ship, they could commandeer it and steer it into the ocean. I was like, okay. I was like, that's a challenge. I was like, hey, challenge accepted. Let's do this. Like,
Oh,
I was
Get
like,
my guns from that one on.
that's poor, planning on my part. But that I like those curveballs. So.
I mean, I personally feel like we missed out on a great opportunity to come together and sell the open ocean, but it's all good.
There are adventures
we-
out there. It's just
Not-
you guys
There's
didn't
no
really have
adventures anymore.
I
Jonah and the whale story is what we're about to experience now if we're lucky.
I'm just saying there.
Hey, as long as the
know,
vodka ham is saved, that's all that matters.
I did. That was a bit of. I liked that you guys were like they're after the vodka ham as you're the one pursuing them. That was entertaining. Yeah. And I mean, you guys showed some guff tonight with the whole rigging the rudder and stuff like that with the rope and like that. Yeah, it's good work.
Job well done, crew.
I totally didn't Google some rudder information, and I thought I was gonna need it, but it worked out.
I'm okay with you doing that because you're an artificer, but I don't know about the rest of the group knowing anything about mechanical nature of ships. Maybe Stoney a little bit, obviously, because he's from the ocean, but
Okay.
He also doesn't usually sail in ships, from what I gather, because he can so freely swim in the ocean. So I don't know.
Right, but that's the whole point. I'm out of the ocean right now is to do this stuff.
Right.
I did Google how to make a vodka ham, so it was perfect. So I apologize for metagaming that one.
I expect that at the next Friendsgiving.
The vodka ham.
The vodka ham.
Hey, I'm not eating that. Literally, will not. But put it in any other meat, maybe.
Well,
It sounds good, but I would die.
yeah.
Well, then it was good knowing you.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut it short, but I mean, I honestly, with as slow as the ship was moving, I didn't see it going anywhere, and people's frustration level, I think, was rising across the board. So, when everybody had pretty much said, "Yeah, this is our fate," I was like, "Okay, time to wrap this session up." But
You're
yeah,
gonna have a heck of a job thinking about one for next week.
next week you guys will show up and I'll be like, "All right, you're all dead. That's it. Game over."
Yeah, that's it. You make us wait a week just to give us 2 minutes. Information.
Funeral
I mean,
time.
that is what it is, you know.
Hey, I prepared
Be your
to
ghost.
launch myself off the boat.
But then you
Full
rolled it.
preparation of-
Then you rolled an 8. You were too high.
That was
Yeah,
my
I
You're
perception.
so high.
That was just me perceiving the situation. I was still ready. Nothing's really happened yet.
I mean, I don't know if I accurately described how big, whatever it was that ate you guys was, but I mean, it blotted out the night sky and took a portion of the ocean down with your ship in a whole, like the entire thing. Like it was a minuscule bite for this thing to have done what it did. Like if you
Christian, I have played a Zelda dungeon. I'm not scared.
if you had dove off the ship, Stony, you just would have ended up in the same place. Like there was no. You guys were completely still in the water when this thing approached you. So
I like the Jonah and the whale story that we get to go through now.
That's what I said.
I
Yeah.
don't.
That's what I said
I don't
earlier.
know if you guys. I think you're expecting
Christian,
something.
it's the water dungeon from the early Zelda portion. As the child, you have to go inside the whale and
I
save the
actually
princess.
hope it's like One Piece and we get swallowed by the whale and there's an island inside the whale.
Oh,
I
But
mean,
there's
I
a
think we need.
moving
I
part.
think we need to be more realistic. Like, if we're dead, just say we're dead. It's fine. We died.
I don't think we're quite there.
No,
I think we are. I completely think we are. We didn't work as a team.
We've died before.
We've argued amongst each other. We didn't come together, and we died. It's that easy. I mean, it.
Well, we'll see next time. We'll just start with the death saves next time, and you'll show up as a giant big pile of crap. Some of you survive, some of you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But
Gentlemen, I will talk to you next week then.
thanks
See
for
ya.
playing.
Bye, friends.
Say goodbye, stream.
goodbye, stream.